It's pretty crazy to think. By the way, I just want to remind everybody, in case you're curious and you keep up with these sort of things, because not everybody does. But Jeff's boring, terrible promo that nobody cared about, and we're all tired of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1,783,000 viewers for that segment. That's just here in America. That's 1,783,000 viewers tuned in to watch your return. Those are good numbers, Jeff. Even in 2024, it's a pretty good number, bud.
Pretty good number. Pretty good number.
Not terrible. They do some more TNA tapings. We got the Go Home show for the big Genesis pay-per-view. You're going to come in to see Hogan and Bischoff, and you're going to say that you're the one who built TNA. Bischoff says that's not true. You almost destroyed TNA until Dixie Carter saved the company. And he tells you that he and Hogan are going to turn business around. And then Hogan tells you to beat it. Is this the most surreal thing you've ever been a part of? Like, this is my fucking company and they're doing this on TV. Like, I appreciate that you're being a good soldier and being a good teammate, being a good player. But this has got to be like, can you imagine a scenario where Tony Khan is being told, hit the bricks, get out of here? Like, that's not going to happen on AEW TV, I don't think.
No. My lawyer in the background was none other than a current AEW production manager, Mr. Steve Small. Long time. He worked at WCW and he was our guy. Great man. Love Steve. Just saw him this week. But Conrad, I'm going to go back to kind of, our business is so fascinating, and I wouldn't give anything for going through this experience because, silence is an answer, and silence is powerful, and keeping my mouth shut and just letting things play out.
By the way, I don't like when you hit me with that bullshit in real life. Silence is an answer. You'll be texting me and I'll be recording a podcast or something, and you'll be like, silence is an answer. It's like, damn it, Jeff, I was working. I'm not avoiding you. I've never missed a call.
Shut up.
But when Jeff gets hot and bothered, he'll hit you with that silence is an answer, motherfucker. It's like, okay, shit, my bad. My bad.
But no, the thing that was like the people in the office, Conrad, because I was going in the office, 5 days a week, but every day, not in Orlando, and to hear their comments and their eye rolls and, hey, we watched the promo the other night, and going into the studio and hearing that, and the complete disbelief that I had that, I'll say this. I believe truly that Hulk Hogan has no peers as far as a wrestler take caring of themselves. Like the CEO of Hulk Hogan Enterprises or whatever is Hulk. And I think he has the longest track record. He knows how to take care of Hulk. There's no doubt about it. But I was amazed at his lack of business acumen of being a professional wrestling executive.
Mm.
And I say that, as a friend. I consider Hulk a friend. We hadn't talked in years, but if I saw him, hey, brother, and all this. And obviously, Eric, we're in the same podcast family. And I am well aware that Eric worked for Hulk, and Eric wasn't going to cross the boss. That's how you get paid. I get all that. But Hulk, being in this industry and being as successful as he had been or has been, night one, when you hear that promo and you're doing, hey, brother, and doing that whole thing, and they're booing the hell out of you and saying BS, why they didn't go immediately that night and say, hey, guys, we got to make a pivot here. We got to make the people boo Jeff. So we got to tweak this story. Jeff's a hell of a heel. Let's bring Jeff in here and say, Jeff, we need them to hate you. We need that. And I would, okay, so let's all get together and try to figure that out. But again, Hulk is only performing for a party of one, and that's Dixie Carter. Not Bob Carter, Dixie Carter. And Dixie wanted this to be said to me and put in the position, and you can call it, she might have thought she was humiliating me or whatever it was. But it's amazing how this played out on Spike Television. And it, it goes without saying, 2010, we kept our numbers. You can look at 11, then the death spiral happened, and I don't want to get too far in the episode we won't cover today. And then 2013, and they didn't come to terms with Toby because they don't want to give up, and blah, blah, blah. In 2014, came to that match for her. And this is the beginning seeds of it. You can just clearly see it. Why Hulk didn't pivot on these silly pre-tapes, knowing that you're spitting in the wind. And I'm talking about from a creative arc. They were barking up the wrong tree, and Vince knew better, and Vince would have the conversation with me. And like I said, people in the office, everybody knew we were barking up the wrong tree from the beginning, but kept on.
Let me give you a compliment here. Rewind 89 is with us here live on YouTube. And this is why we do these live YouTubes. It's myworldpod.com. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. He says about 8 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
You got a big dick, Double J. Multi-time world champion, all-around nice guy, friends with the most famous singer in the world. You just win, Double J. You just win. So he's talking about your wiener. Your wiener is now world-renowned. And when you want a big old raging ding-dong, it's JEFFJARRETT straight over to BLUECHEW. Hey, so let's talk a little bit about what's written in the Observer here, because this kind of catches me off guard. It says, despite what has been told to some people a few months back regarding Jeff Jarrett not being part of the office and only talent, Jeff has been working in the office for some time, but he's not involved in any creative decision-making. This is all according to the Observer in January of 2010. For example, when Pat Kenny was asked to return as an agent, he asked about Jeff and was told that Jarrett may return as a talent, but he'd never be in management. And in an interview with the Poughkeepsie Journal, you categorized your role as, quote, I'm involved in all aspects of the organization. Here I am today, coming in early, promoting the show, ambassador for the company. From the marketing yesterday, I had a call with Jack's licensing. We talked to French promoters a couple of weeks ago. So a little bit of everything, a jack of all trades, a master of none. And of course, you're answering questions here, talking about your plan is to stay at the impact zone. And Hulk Hogan is, of course, doing media saying, nope, we're going to tour arenas all over the country. And you're going to say, actually running the same building is the most cost effective. So we've got sort of two things happening here. It feels like you're out there trying to do what you've always done, but it feels like, it reads like some people in the office who don't want you doing that, but perhaps don't have the balls to tell you that. Is that right?
I called Dallas and wanted to be clear because, and again, people that don't understand the business, you can't tell them, and you can give them examples, but they still don't understand it. But it was made as a shoot, brother. No, literally in December, before I came back in January. Hey, Jeff, you are to have zero to do with the creative process. Conrad, do you know how happy I was to hear that? I'm like, you ain't kidding. I have zero to do with this. I'm going to run the play, as we used to say. I'm just a wrestler. But, okay, you want me in international live events. With live events, that comes PR. How do you want me to address questions? What is my job? Oh, we didn't think about that. Well, it's going to come up, folks. I'm out promoting the shows, and a disc jockey could care less about tickets on sale and the doors opening and the merchandise deals. They want the dirt. How do you want me to address it? Well, Jeff, just kind of gloss over it. Well, what do you want me to say? Well, just kind of say you kind of work on all things. Okay, I'll do my best. So I was doing what I was told to kind of cover all the bases. And then I don't know what interview you're alluding to, but, as opposed to touring, that conversation come up. Probably at that time, I didn't feel I was saying things contrary because I could not imagine at that time that they would want to take the show on the road. I didn't think they were thinking that was going to be an option at this point. It depends on what month you're talking about. When I started to hear the rumblings, hey, leave the impact zone, that's the problem, I chuckled. I'm like, yeah, the 6-sided ring was the problem too, but keep swinging and miss, guys.